Hello, Matt Bisogno here again. Happy New Year to you. 2023 already. Feels like it might be a long year, but there'll be plenty of great racing along the way. So much to look forward to. Before we look forward though, as has become something of an annual tradition, I thought for those of a more curious bent, I would share my betting profit and loss from the last year, from 2022. And the way I do this is I'm going to download all of the transactions from my bank, and the easiest way to work out profit and loss is deposits versus withdrawals. So obviously there'll still be some money on balances on accounts, but we'll ignore those for now. There's a few quid there, but there would have been a few quid at the start of the year as well, so that's kind of evens itself out. Anyway, enough of the preambles. I'm going to go ahead and download my spreadsheet now and delete all the things like gas bills and mortgage payments and see what we're left with. All right, let's go. So there we are. You can see the good and the bad on here. Let's tease this out if I can. Let's make some of these red. In fact, let's make all of those red. Those are negative account balance. Well, not account balances. The difference between deposit and withdrawal is a negative number. BF is Betfair. I use Betfair quite a bit for hedging against various tote pool bets. So essentially this one and this one can be considered as a single entity, and is a very small profit on that. And in fact, it's perfectly fair to say the entirety of that profit and a little bit more comes from the rebate that the tote provide for betting through the tote website. So I kind of don't claim too much cleverness there. 365 remains a good account for whatever reason. People ask me every year why that's a profit, a winning account for me, why I can still get a bet on there. I don't know is the answer. I don't know much about these things. I expect that nothing lasts forever, and I expect that's something that won't last forever, but for as long as it does, then happy days. Betway was a football bet, actually, so I have, as regular readers will know, I have a season bet every year, and Betway won't let me bet for a bag of crisps on the horses, but they will lay me a football bet, despite two, I think, 4-figure wins. So that's kind of them. Obviously, they obviously fancy their chances of getting it back at some point. Bits and pieces elsewhere, nothing really to report. I can never beat Coral. I don't even know if Coral are top price and I'm betting with them, then I probably shouldn't be betting that horse, because consistently over years and years, that's a losing account for me, Corals. So that's that. The Thames Water entry, which shouldn't have been in there. Let's just remove these subtotals a minute. Okay. And we'll go back to, so that number is now, if I just select that entire column, you can see it's 2115, because this number should be 12305, I think. Oh, hold on. Such a pro. Let's try again. What is that number there? Yeah, 12305. Okay. So that's it, really. There are a few things to say. The most important one, I think, is that, as I'm always saying on GG's, I bet for fun. Of course, I want to win. Like all punters, I want to win, and I have a profit expectation on my betting, which is to say, at the end of the year, if I'm a bit behind, I'll be a little bit disappointed in terms of the number. But the most important thing is that I spend a huge amount of time across a year enjoying the process of looking at horse racing betting, and I think this is massively undervalued, because we're all sold Ferraris and swimming pools, and completely unrealistic expectations and aspirations. But what I aim to show in these little videos year to year is none of that bullshit. It's I love horse racing, and actually, if you look at the profit on this account, it's probably only about £1,000 from horse racing, because the rest of it is from football this year. But as I say, if it was minus £1,000 or minus £2,000, I can accommodate that. I'm not a big bettor, as you can see. I'm not a micro bettor, but there are hundreds of people who visit the site who bet more than me. That's completely irrelevant. I'm betting for the fun of it. I've built tools to help me and you bet for fun and with a profit expectation. And I know from your feedback that a lot of you enjoy the process and are having some good success with it. So this is just my 2022 P&L. Nothing very exciting, a small profit. I reckon the turnover is probably about 75,000 last year. Probably bet sort of 200 and a bit daily, I guess, something like that. So 2,000 on that is what is that, about 3% return on investment. It's obviously not about the money, it's about the joy and trying to win a couple of quid at the end of the year. And if you get that, then you're going to love it at GG's. Anyway, this is Matt Bisogno saying these are the numbers for 2022. I'll put a link below for the I don't know if you're curious or something else, if you really want to look at that, but to previous year's P&L, and yeah, feel free to have a look at that if it's of interest to you. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below. And thank you very much for watching. Best of luck with your 2023 betting. We'll be bringing some new tools and stuff to GG's very soon, and I'm looking forward to sharing those with you in due course. Matt Bizzoni saying thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.